Okay, I am live. All right, check the vocals already. So we are getting into it. It is daylight savings today. I don't know what to think about daylight savings if I actually have an opinion. Isn't that weird? It's like people want you to have an opinion on everything, right? Especially if you're like famous or somebody they look to admire for some odd reason, not even on the topic that we're really talking about. But if somebody asks me my opinions on daylight savings, it's I wouldn't even say it's a mixed bag. I would consider it being more so like it's an instant way to change things up. A lot of times we usually wait for things to happen in order to do things differently, but we are forced to, especially if we live in the places that we do live, to be forced to deal with daylight savings. So, what that means really is you're going to have to deal with waking up when it's brighter outside, which I actually don't like. I actually like being up when it's dark. It gives me that sense of the unknown. I feel like I'm the only one up. Something like that. You get what I'm saying? Like you can tackle and take on the world in your own type of way. But in this case, it's going to be mostly bright or getting bright when I wake up. Most days I still get up about 4:35. So it still will be relatively dark, but it will have its moments where, you know, it won't be that way. So so that's one thing. So does that really change anything in the morning? No, not really. It's just it's a feeling more than anything. And then, when you're coming home or when it gets the end of the day, it's it gets it gets darker a lot earlier. I actually do like that sometimes, especially during the winter time. It's like it's more homey. You feel more secure. You feel that you're getting all the things that you need to get done during the day. So when it does happen at night, when the night does happen, you don't feel like you have this unlimited amount of time because there's daylight in the sky. If there's not, then you're easily prepared for, or you get into the mood of preparing for the day. So that's the way I look at it, really. It's just one of those things where it's like, huh. And it's not for that long. It's about, 3-4 months that you go through this type of change and ritual. And then the rest of it, it changes again to where the days are longer. You feel like you can do more. It changes the mindset too. But yeah, that's somebody asked me my take on daylight savings. That is literally my take. That may change from time to time. But yeah, so that's that what's going on with me. I did reach out, started the process of Amazon right now, and it's not as straightforward as I thought it would be. It's more involved, which is cool. They want to make sure that you are doing what you're doing and you are who you are. So I do have a visual call, so they can see who I am. I think it's tomorrow, sometime at 8, something like that. So yeah, so that should be cool. And then I did reach out to my bag maker and my representative last week to let them know that the 1 pound bags are ready. And once we get that going, hopefully what I did present them is okay. We'll go from there. But yeah, so that's coffee wise. No new coffees quite yet. I am looking to probably freeze dry a couple of them as I speak right now because some of them are going to be actually finished, and I don't look to replenish them as I keep going. I'm going to see if I can try a different approach. I'll talk about that more as I get closer, clearer with my vision and all that stuff. But yeah. But today, what is today? Today is Sunday. It's one of the last remaining races, Formula One races of the year. And this one is in Brazil. Really like the track. It's short, quick. So it's one of those things where there's going to be a lot of things happening. And I think it just bodes and well for watching. Yesterday was a sprint race, but it wasn't really it was actually pretty exciting. So yeah. But yeah, it's I've been enjoying watching most of the races, even though you do know the outcome of them. But yeah, so that's that, and that's pretty cool. But it got me thinking about things to talk about, and the it Brazil. I was telling my wife yesterday. It was like that's one of the places I would love to go watch a race. Brazil and Japan. And Japan, I've been to a long time ago, but of course, I would love to go back to. And Japan actually does have a pretty big coffee scene, and that'll be interesting to partake in, especially now that I am a coffee lover. It's been for a while, but you get what I'm saying. And the reason why we're tying in Brazil too, is because Brazil is, of course, is a beautiful country, and my favorite racers, Antoine Anton Senna. He's from Brazil. He was from Brazil, and it was cool to read all the books and all that stuff back in the day. But Brazil is also the number one coffee producing country in the world. Of course, everything started in Ethiopia in Africa, and then it migrated, traveled around different coffee climated weather, coffee coffee growing countries, you know, and Brazil is one of those spots. And I actually wasn't a big fan of Brazilian coffee, you know, as I sipped this Honduras coffee. And the reason why is because it didn't really taste like anything. It tastes like diner coffee. There were some specialty boutique coffees out of Brazil that I tried a couple times a couple years ago called the Terra. And those were really good, but I didn't see the justification of paying a higher price, a higher price with those coffees. What's up? Just talk to me. It's okay. Just talk to me. I can just cut it out. Yeah, I'm done. Okay. Are you recording? Yeah, podcast. I do podcasts though. I'll show you. I have to figure out where to put it and all that, but I'll show you when I'm done. Okay. And I'm going to teach you how to use CapCut because this is the easiest editing app. On the App Store, it says top editing app. It's easy for beginners and easy for pros. Okay. All right. Cool. Well, let me finish this. Probably another 5 minutes, and then I'll make you some more coffee. Okay. And I'll have to show you a little bit of stuff in CapCut. Okay. It's easier on an iPad because it's bigger. Okay. But you can do it on small screens too, just a little bit harder. Okay. All right. It doesn't work on a computer, sadly. It works kind of DaVinci on the computer. I don't know how to work that. Resolve DaVinci. You can do it on the computer too. I haven't. You got to read the manual though for DaVinci. You got to read it. Okay. Not right now, Ava. But I changed it. You see. All right. Give me. I gotta. I'm in. I'm in it. I'm in the podcast. Okay. So let me finish. Give me about 5-10 minutes, and I'll make you coffee. Okay. Mm-hmm. Could you go ahead and get the kettle? Make sure it's hot enough. It says 170. All right. Just push that button. There you go. That's the one that makes it hotter. Yeah. Uh huh. All right. No, no, no. Just Ava, please give me some time. Okay. That's my daughter. She's surprised that I'm actually doing something. Uh, hmm Yeah, she's I wouldn't say complaining, but telling me that I need to get on my video game. She actually has a YouTube video. Ava, stop switching it. Stop switching it. I'm not doing that right now. Okay, okay. Yeah, she's you know how your kids get, but it's all good. They do their thing. Go ahead, do your thing, Ava. Um, but yeah, she's complaining that I don't post or do any video stuff, but I'm doing podcasts. This is like 2 times 10. This is probably about 20 podcasts that I've done already, Ava. Mm-hmm. Probably more than that. But they're not on YouTube yet. Because the last one was 8 months ago. It will be. I haven't done that yet, but they're all here. Yeah, I know. I have to edit. Yeah, so the one with the most views is this one. The most viewed video has 53. Mm-hmm. So this is the most viewed one. Okay. My most viewed one got 2.3. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm not gonna do any video when I put them on there. I'm just gonna put some like something on the background while the video plays or the podcast plays. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, it's kind of like those React channels. Yeah, a lot of times you don't need to watch what they're doing, right? You're just watching, hearing what they're saying. Their opinion. Mm-hmm. 72 videos. All right, let me finish this, okay? You started when coronavirus started. Mm-hmm. That's when a lot of people started social media. I'm sure. They had nothing else to do. Mm-hmm. And now that they got stuff to do, it's kind of hard for them to pick which one they want to do. Mm-hmm. Since lockdown. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so as I was saying, I forgot my train of thought. Oh, Brazil is the number one. I'm gonna leave that in. We'll see. uh, Coffee producing country, and it produces a lot of fucking coffee, just a lot, tons of it. And I wasn't much of a fan of it because it was, again, diner coffee. It wasn't specialty coffee to me. Hey guys, please go over there. Please go over there. Go watch TV. Okay, yeah, we're making them do an iPad detox too, so that's why they're a little bit more crazy. But yeah, um, I wasn't a fan, and it took a lot of drinking this particular coffee. No matter which one that you do get, actually, it didn't matter that much. It tasted like diner coffee. It had no real soul to it. It had no personality. It was just from first sip, from hot all the way to cold. It tasted mostly the same. And then it just more so now a appreciation for it because it's literally the most versatile coffee in my lineup. It's the best selling coffee that I have. It's one of those things where it's a go to, it's a mixture, the main mix of a coffee. It helps balance everything out. And, that's the thing about my coffee or my approach to roasting. And what I want to give to people is that it's a balanced, flavorful cup in the Brazilian fits that profile from start to finish. And it's really cool to get an understanding of that. And yeah, so Brazilian coffee. Brazilian coffee. And that's the actual first one I will start with people to give them an understanding or get them to understand that this is really good stuff. You can drink it black, which I don't think it really shines as a black coffee. I think it shines in two places. It shines in it shines in as a additive, as a mixed coffee. You know, when you add things to it, and then it also shines as an espresso, as an actual drink of the espresso, and as a drink, espresso drink. You know, if you're mixing it or whatnot. So, but yeah, that's I just wanted to bring that up because it's interesting how things come back full circle again, like this whole daylight savings. And I'm not trying to do a moral of the story kind of thing all the time, but in this case, you kind of come back to things when you come back to them, and then you appreciate them for different things. So it's one of those things that I'm really trying to be more present about, being more aware, and to be able to give that back to people. So when that happens, you're not telling them some bullshit. You know, you're telling them what they may taste, what they may appreciate about it. And yeah, so that's what I got going. So talk to you later. Bye.